Yep, that's me.
Hello, beautiful bookish people. My name is Hannah, and today I'm joined with my good friend, Linnea.
Hello.
And today we're kind of doing an interesting video. Linnea and I talk about books a lot.
I would say like 95% of our conversations
are about books. And one time we were kind of bored at a book signing, and so we started assigning different authors different types of cheese. You know, as one does. And that's what this video is. Just going through different types of fantasy books and telling you why it's a different type of cheese.
Also, I feel like at some point you should do like a zoom in of like our cheese plate with like the
Wait, what sound effect?
like the romance music sound effect.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So where do we begin with this vast list of like cheese comparison?
Yeah, do we want to start maybe with the classic mozzarella?
Yeah. Let's start with the classic. Mozzarella can do anything.
It's true. It goes on pizza. It goes good with salad.
I mean, I put a little bit in my homemade mac and cheese.
Ooh.
I will put a little bit on a grilled cheese.
It's
Mozzarella
true.
can even be like kind of sweet in like a cheese bake.
Mm-hmm.
Mozzarella can do it all.
It's very transcendent.
Yes.
Just like
Leigh Bardugo. Leigh Bardugo can do anything.
No, wrong.
She can do anything.
Mm-hmm. She's so versatile.
Yeah.
She has her sweet moments,
Mm-hmm.
but it's baked into just a well-crafted fantasy novel, just like Mozzarella.
Mm-hmm.
The Italians knew what they were doing. But yes, Leigh Bardugo, just the classics of all classics.
Mm-hmm. Mozzarella carries all other cheeses.
Mm-hmm. Just like Leigh Bardugo.
Carries
The entire YA fantasy genre. I think that's a strong candidate.
Yeah, I agree.
For Leigh Bardugo. So maybe we want to talk about Brie.
Mm-hmm. Brie is like...
Brie cheese. I don't think I've had Brie cheese.
Never had Brie?
No.
Brie is like...
I know Brie Larson.
Brie is like... Quite often you'll find Brie at a party like warmed and either like wrapped in like baked phyllo dough.
It's
You
okay.
can eat the wax. It's just a very different texture, like it's part of the cheese. But most of the time you'll find Brie like baked
Mm-hmm.
for people to like dip crackers in, and it's got like some sort of like jam or something poured over top of it. So it's normally like kind of sweetened and a little bit complex, but like very smooth. Brie by itself, plain. Brie prepared
jam.
well, very good.
Immaculate.
Yeah, just like
Victoria Schwab.
Because I feel like Schwab's fantasy, speaking like mostly about Shades of Magic
For
here,
sure.
like it's a very like base concept,
Oh, 100%.
easy to follow,
Mm-hmm.
pairs well with a nice glass of wine.
Mm-hmm. You could drink wine and still understand the book.
Exactly.
You know, you add a magical tournament, you add some jam,
Yeah,
and you're good to go.
good to go.
I like that analogy a lot.
Yeah.
Actually.
Also, I love baked Brie, and I love Shades of Magic.
Shades of Magic is I'm only on book 2, and I'm in love.
How's your Colby Jack?
Pretty good.
Nice.
I like Colby Jack. Linnea does not.
I just think that Colby Jack is better with other cheese.
Colby Jack is a weird mixture of cheeses.
It is, and it's like, Colby Jack is a solid cheese,
Mm-hmm.
but I know it's good, and I know that it makes, like, if you add Colby Jack to something that already has, like, cheddar, then, like, it makes it nice and, like, melty and stringy.
But-
so, like, Colby Jack can benefit from the influence of other cheese.
I agree.
But it's good on its own.
A weird mixture of two things.
Yes.
Of two genres, if you will.
Two genres of cheese, if you will. Yes.
Just like
Susan Dennard. We're really good at this.
Susan Dennard plays with a lot of different tropes that I think we've seen a lot. Like, she likes to play off of the enemies to lovers, the best friend types of stories, also mixed in with almost like an Avatar type of world, which is cool.
Not mad about it.
It has a good foundation. It's just a mixture of a lot of different things, I would say.
But I think that those are also a lot of different things that, like, are good supporting elements for
Other things. I agree. That was wonderful. So, let's go back to the olden times
Okay.
with cheese. Maybe the foundation of cheese or fantasy.
Okay.
Which leads us to goat cheese.
I wasn't sure what we were going with.
Here, I'll say it again. Ready?
Goat cheese. So goat cheese. Tell me about goat cheese.
So goat cheese I think we can all agree, laid a lot of foundations for future cheeses.
Yeah, like people have been making goat cheese for a long time.
Long
And
time.
you can use goat cheese for
a lot
stuff.
of different things.
Yeah.
Even though goat cheese is not my particular favorite thing in the world, I think we can, at its value, understand like why it's important for the future of
cheese.
Just like Tolkien.
Yeah, I agree. Some people don't like goat cheese.
And some people only
eat goat cheese.
eat goat cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Tolkien fans.
Uh-huh.
Like either it's their pride and joy,
Or like I've never read anything. If you come up to somebody who's like, Lord of the Rings is the one and only, and you're like, I didn't really enjoy it, it wasn't my thing, they will like, they'll be like, let me tell you about J.R.R. Tolkien and everything he's done for fantasy. When like there's a lot of other people that have contributed to fantasy.
There's a lot of other cheeses, y'all, that we need to explore and give credit to.
Yeah, and a lot of other cheeses that like have done a lot for a lot of dishes.
Wow. Okay, so maybe we want to get into our lesser favorite cheeses.
Yeah, I mean, there's cheese, like all cheese is good cheese, I would say. There's not a cheese I don't like. There's not a single cheese that I will like pick off of something.
I'm not the biggest fan of blue cheese, to be honest.
I love blue cheese.
That makes sense.
Because I also love Jay Kristoff. Jay Kristoff and blue cheese both are like love it or really don't kind of things. And like if you love blue cheese, everybody at the salad bar will know that you love blue cheese.
Because you dump it.
Yeah.
And you talk about it
all the time.
All the time.
And you try to get everybody to just like try some blue cheese. But like it's not everybody's thing, and that's okay.
So yeah, to be fair, I haven't read Kristoff. I haven't tried many blue cheeses. So I'll get back to you in a hot second.
To know.
Maybe I'll meet you at the salad bar and I'll just be pouring it on.
Blue cheese on everything.
So, as we've said, every cheese is good cheese.
Yes.
But sometimes,
like, not every cheese is fancy cheese.
It's true. You know, let's talk about maybe Swiss for a second.
Yeah.
Swiss is kind of that classic cheese that you don't really think about. It's kind of always in your fridge. It's always in the bookstore, if you will. Swiss is a really easy cheese.
It's pretty smooth, pretty enjoyable.
But
like
has some holes.
Kind of like look through.
Just like plot holes. Just like
Victoria Aveyard. You can just like skim read it and go for it, and it's fine.
That was such a good metaphor.
Yeah. So it's like good.
You know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, you know what you're getting with Swiss cheese, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not gonna like go seek out the rest of them.
Not like a good Gouda.
No.
Once you find a good Gouda, you're set for life.
Yeah, you are.
Just like Shannon McGuire.
I feel relatively strongly about this because like not many people really like Gouda.
Really?
I don't think.
Wait, why? I love Gouda.
One of those ones like blue cheese that like has it's one of the stinkier cheeses. Like Gouda is like blue cheese in that it has like a very particular flavor.
I see.
And like the older the Gouda, the stronger the Gouda flavor. So you wouldn't mix it with very much. Like if you had Gouda mac and cheese, it would taste like Gouda. I feel like Shannon McGuire has a very specific feel about all of her work.
I've only read one, but I have to agree.
And so like I feel fancy when I eat Gouda.
Just like when you read Middle Game, and you're like, ooh.
I was like, I feel really intelligent because
smart.
of all of this science fantasy that's happening. And Shannon McGuire makes me feel fancy and makes me feel valid.
Just like Gouda does.
Gouda validates me.
I want that to be your quote. Gouda validates me. Also, side note, I think Sarah J. Maas is cream cheese.
Yeah, I would agree.
Moving on.
Anyways.
We have some Babybel. Babybel is
iconic, truly.
A cute cheese, lovable cheese, smooth cheese.
Good road trip snack.
Portable.
Love a good Babybel. But like
it's easy.
Very easy. Very straightforward.
It's one note.
Yeah.
Is it self-aware? Does it know what it's doing?
I don't think so.
Just like
Rainbow Rowell.
Specifically
Carry On.
Because that's her only fantasy.
Obviously.
So Carry On, as we all know, is Harry Potter ripoff.
Yeah. And also is
Draco fan fiction.
And very meta because it's the book that's in Fangirl, right?
Yes.
Okay. To like write fan fiction of a thing that you are writing,
And
which
then-
is fan fiction of something else.
Right. Just like
Babybel also has lots of things to get through before you realize what's inside of it.
That was good.
Lots of layers. And then like very smooth, easy to read cheese.
Is the best? Probably not.
But it's
Fantasy.
good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not something I would gravitate towards when I think of cheese.
No, I wouldn't think of cheese and think like Babybel cheese.
I wouldn't think of fantasy and think, oh, Carry On.
Yeah, but if I was thinking like easy quick breakfast or like easy quick fantasy read, Carry On.
Babybel.
Yeah.
So,
On to.
I think we have our last big contestant.
Ah, yes.
The classic.
Spiciest cheese.
The classic.
Yeah, it really brings a kick to an old classic.
For sure. What we're talking about is pepper jack.
Pepper jack cheese is objectively the best cheese.
You think so? Because it brings a little kick to something that's already classic?
I love spicy things. So pepper jack cheese is the best because if you're making a grilled cheese, slice of pepper jack. Everybody loves a good pepper jack, even if you don't really like spicy things because it's not too spicy if you don't want it to be.
It's true, because it cools it down with cheese.
Yeah. So multifaceted.
So many
prolific.
flavors.
Purely just so good. Just like
Laini Taylor, our goddess of fantasy. Honestly,
truly.
In my mind, Laini Taylor can just do no wrong.
She wears a crown always in my head.
Exactly. Laini
We're
Taylor,
saying all fantasy is good fantasy, but we love Laini Taylor. She just has done so much for like YA fantasy too, and like the lay of the land with it.
Given recognition to a YA genre.
Yeah.
She won, what is it, the Penn Award? Which never is given out to fantasy novels.
And is also like doing a great job of like bridging the YA new adult gap.
High concepts.
Super high.
Bringing it to YA and not dumbing it down.
Yeah.
Which is like super important.
Yeah. Strong agree.
For like legitimizing the YA genre. You know, just brings in those new flavors.
Yeah.
Just like Pepper Jack.
Love Laini. Love Pepper Jack. Love fantasy. Love cheese.
Good video.
The best.
Valid.
I love cheese. And I love books. And I love you.
Aww. But yeah, I think that concludes this video.
Yay.
So,
thanks for chatting about cheese and fantasy
no,
with me.
Thank you.
I had a great time.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Keep reading and all that jazz. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks.
I know.
Deja vu.
Deja vu.
Aww. So sorry, I'm wine burping.
Maybe the bubbles were a bad idea.
This cheese specifically, oh my gosh.
It's really hot. I feel like we're really showing our like sad single colors at the moment.
I'm trying to like eat this cheese ladylike.
I don't know if that's possible.
So you are the one in this, I was gonna say duology. That's not right.
We are a duology.
That has
We
read
are a box set.
If somebody came up to me and said that as a pickup line,
I'm yours.
yeah.